Hey, this is Brian from Vive Fitness, here today to talk to you about a cool retrofit piece we have for the viiivPRO. It's going to go on the vertical lift station that we have, and it looks like this. It's going to provide you with a straight bar in addition to the wheelbarrow handles that we already have. I'm going to show you how we put that on. There's a little notch right here that we're going to come up under the handles. Rest that notch on the little knobby hardware in the center of the multi-handle. We're going to squeeze it up in, and then we have a couple of little pop pins that just slide into place and lock the handle in. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, so now it's in place. All right, that's all there is to it. And again, what this provides is not only a straight bar for an option for smaller people, more narrow people. Sometimes these handles are a little bit too wide for them, and it's helpful to have a straight bar as another option. The other thing I really like about this retrofit piece is it's going to help keep your clients / patients more stable. So they can just walk in until their thighs touch the bar and then come down and get into position. I find this to be very important because a lot of people without this bar are going to be very unstable because they have nothing here blocking their thighs from moving forward and back. So I think that's a really big one. Plus, again, it makes setup a lot easier because all you do now is you just walk in until your thighs touch the bar, and you're going to be in the same spot every single time. So this is a cool piece that you can add to your viiivPRO. Let's talk about how to use that. So the first thing I like to do is have people walk in until their thighs touch the bar. And this would be with them standing straight up. The other thing is, and if you don't mind, show the grid down here at the bottom. One thing you want to have on your platform here is a grid. It's not necessary, but it definitely helps with standardizing the position of the feet. So eventually your clients will know, hey, my feet are always going to go to number 1 or number 4 or whatever. So that's very helpful for standardizing your position. So when you get people, and you can come back up here, when you get people standing straight up and down with their thighs against the bar, then what you're going to do is you're going to have to make sure that you adjust the handles to the correct height. You're going to do that by having them put their palms next to their thighs, fingers pointed straight down. You want the bar just out of reach of the longest finger, and that should be about right. It'll get you a start from there with different people, all kinds of body dimensions. You may have to tweak the setup a little bit, but that will get you close. The next thing you want to do is, and please, help your clients be the best they can be and put these on their wrists. There is no way that the strength of the forearms can compete with the collective strength of the hips and thighs and spine. There's just no way. You've got to put these hooks on your clients in order to help them achieve the best scores possible. These are easy to put on. These will last a long time. I've had these, I think, for 25 years. They work great. Once you get these put on your clients, then what you're going to want to do is have them And I like to go through this procedure each and every time. I don't care how many times I have to say it, but getting into the right posture at the beginning is critical. I like to have people roll their shoulders back, keep their shoulder blades pinched together as they stick their butt back like they're going to sit back in a chair. Come down and put their hooks around the handles. All right, now right now you can see I'm using the horizontal handles here, and parallel handles. The nice thing about this retrofit piece is if you have someone who's more narrow in the shoulders, you can also have them hook into the crossbar section of this, which may be a little more comfortable for them. But let's say we're just going to use the parallel handles here. The one thing you want to make sure is that their chest is out and their shoulders are back. The other thing that you want to make sure is that people are not dipping before they start to pull up. All the slack should be taken out of the arms. There should be no slack whatsoever in the system so that when they are ready to start driving upward, that it's immediate force production and it will register on the screen. Plus it's a lot safer that way. There's no popping against an immovable object. So the other thing that's nice about this retrofit piece that I really like, and this is why we needed this, was without this horizontal bar on here, I was seeing in a lot of people the temptation to wiggle back and forth. Their thighs would slide forward. They just didn't really seem to have anything restricting their movement. And we know that, especially when you're working with clients who they're older, they're not in good shape, they don't have really the ability anymore, the mental connection, the mind-body connection to their hip area, and it's very difficult for them to not only extend at the hip, but also extend at their spine, and they were just in this constant limbo where they would move back and forth and not be able to stay put. This helps eliminate that, which I think is very important. It increases the safety of it, but also it helps them with their technique. Their technique is just automatically better. So anyway, roll the shoulders back, pinch the shoulder blades together, stick your butt back, bend your knees, come down, hook in. You're going to be in a nice angle in your hips. I like to shoot for about 120-degree angle between the thigh and the spine. And you're also going to notice a nice little triangle between the thigh, the spine, and the arm coming down vertically. From the side, you'll see a nice triangle, and that's kind of what we're shooting for. Okay, to start the exercise, you're going to roll the shoulders back, poke the chest out, keep the shoulder blades pinched together, stick your butt back, come down, hook in. When you start the exercise, it's important to tell people, poke your chest out first, then drive up with your legs. Never dip and pull. It's always very controlled. There's no slack in the system. This is definitely by far the best way to do this. And once you start driving upward, keep your chest out. Keep your chest out as you drive up. Now, at some point, your clients are going to round out a little bit. It's unavoidable. The strength of the legs is just far too great for the spine to keep up with. So eventually you'll round out, but by then the exercise is going to be over. So it's not a big deal. We're just striving to keep the chest out and to keep the spine arched for as long as we can. So this is the way you do the vertical lift exercise. This is how you're going to incorporate this new retrofit piece into the machine. Again, the grid on the platform is going to help you keep a standardized position for the feet, so that every time you get a reading on the screen, you're going to be pretty confident that it's reliable. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, get in touch with us at viiivFitness. Thanks.